So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day. That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Now, can Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Tonali is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's being urged to shoot. First quarter of an hour gone. Thuram. Barcelona finding their passes. So we're still where we started right now. That's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for touch. Chance, surely! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's Luis Suarez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That has not gone well. Ferdinand. It's a sharp pass. Tonali. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh no, this does not look good. Gets good distance on it. Beckenbauer. Great vision. Vitinha receives it in a wide position. Looking tidy in possession here. Tries to pass it through. And it's played in. Ferdinand gets it away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Looking to play him in.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Tonali. Pirlo. 5 minutes till the break. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Searching pass he's played there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. All the way back. Costa Curta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's gone loose. Cruyff.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Threads one in. That has been cut short. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Motherwell clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer. Here's Vitinha. Well seen, saw that coming. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
O'Shea. And they're quick to get it back. Nedved. Pele. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Knocks it into space. And this is Pele. O'Shea. And here's the chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, nicely intercepted. Thuram. Nedved.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. Passing nice and neat. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. O'Shea. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well, played right into his path. And he's gone looking for safety. Nicked it back promptly. Now Costa Curta. And it's Nedved. Zanetti. Tonali, gently done. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pele. Cruyff. Tries to cross. And that has been knocked clear. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still kicked.
Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, Luis Suárez. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18.
Costa Curta getting this one clear.
El dorsal 17,
and here's Neymar.
El dorsal 9,
and it's Zanetti.
Neymar. El dorsal 15.
Motherwell
el dorsal
have the
8,
chance to go the other way.
Alonso. Cambio de jugadores.
Batistuta. Bullet. Motherwell perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that could set him on his way.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the shot! Sticks it away! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Motherwell are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pass somewhat off target. And he was quick to react. Batistuta. Oh, good ball. It is a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here. And this is Zola. That's very neat. Yeah, that pass isn't the best.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Played into space. Ronaldo is firing after that one. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Motherwell couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Motherwell close now to seeing this one through to the end. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He's in a great position here. O'Shea can get it clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I'm surprised by your assessment there.
One of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Menu. Steep, real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Menu is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Distributed tidily. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rui Costa, he can run onto that. Menu. And it's Nedved. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Costa Curta. Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Chips it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nedved. Played out towards the right wing. Beckham in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nedved. Nedved with the delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Motherwell couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Menu. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Menu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Seedorf, quick look, then plays it in. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Motherwell have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Quality ball. Still goalless. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he spark a counter here? He's a sharp little ball here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That has been cut short. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Oh, delightful ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere. Sola! Oh, what has happened here? Menu. And now the breakaway. Shifted upfield. Solar. And this is Ronaldo. And that is a little undercooked. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Motherwell have got it back, and they'll have another go. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Chance here to counter. Makalele makes the interception. Menu, Manchester United looking to pass their way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely aimed pass. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
That gets things going for the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rui Costa proves just a little bit too strong. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Šeško. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's tried one! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must... Tries a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Vieira. Great vision. And this is Ronaldo. Great defending, strong and determined.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Zola with the short one. Bullet! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
It's a searching pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. Has a look and place it forward. Knocks it into space. Nedved. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rui Costa. Menu. Šeško. Now it's Beckham. Šeško can be a real threat inside the box. Lovely feet. It's a good-looking delivery. That has been knocked clear. Vieira gets good distance on it. Here's Cannavaro. And it's Maldini. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Seedorf. Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chance for a shot! He's scored! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is...
He rises! Oh, taken with style! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Rui Costa.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Number 6.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Van der Sar gets it away. Olise. Menu. Makaleli is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Menu. So what can they make of this? Looking for a runner.
2 added minutes
Red,
has
nice
been indicated.
interception. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Eze. And it's Menu. Can he get it through? It's Luis Suarez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. They've played it short. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. Their fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And no, that was never going to make it. Besiktas looking to pass their way through. Now it's Messi, and this is Hullet, and this is Ronaldo. Good read, needed to be. That's going to go a long way.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surged forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
And he's had a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rui Costa. And Hullet! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's a good spell of possession, this. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, strongly challenged there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now this could be a chance. Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Valverde is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And he's cut it out. So it is still 0-0. Rui Costa. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Messi. And Messi!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Now it's Hullet. Now the Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Valverde with the clearance. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Besiktas applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Yeah, conjures time and space where few can. Pirlo. That's beautifully... Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Tchouaméni. Besiktas are looking to break at pace. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Valverde. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Oh, no joy this time. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chips it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he whips it across. And he thumps it clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Pele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that.
And the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Goes for goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please be reminded that drinking is only
Some first half
allowed in the areas
thoughts?
shown on this
Well,
map. Thank you
0-0
very much
is
for your
a little
cooperation.
surprising, and while initially they must have felt that they'd score from the many chances we saw, they might now be thinking that this could go against them.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Motherwell are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile.
And Cruyff! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's one-on-one, shot. Oh, shooting chance. He's scored.
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he shoots! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's come to nothing. Valverde turns and goes back. Shot at goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Ferdinand, not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Showing great feet there. Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Cruyff. Just cruising, they are cruising, and they are cruising away. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
The attendance for this match
a case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And smartly reclaimed. He's chosen to go back. Picked out brilliantly. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, there is the unmistakable figure of the charismatic Eric Cantona. Poet, philosopher, player extraordinaire. Perhaps one of the most compelling characters ever to grace a football field.
Yeah, and don't forget, an inspirational leader too, who always rose to the occasion. And he'll have a busy game being both the team's engine and leading the attack.
Never to be forgotten.
Beautiful from Nedved!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2, and we've barely begun here. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence.
Olise! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rui Costa. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard. Kimmich. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. Kimmich.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ferdinand. Chiellini. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Rooney. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nuno Mendes. Looking for the run. And it's been played through. He's in plenty of space here. And that's cause for mild irritation. And he's heaved it away. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That ball looks a good one. That's very neat. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now, what about a counter-attack? Kvaratskhelia. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Olise. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's through here. Kvaratskhelia purring through the gears. Cleared without hesitation. Rui Costa. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, perfectly measured. Best! That is some save from Khan! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 2 then. And he thumps it clear. He is through here. Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been knocked clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kimmich. Rijkaard. Cantona. And the pass is intercepted. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Yeah. And he's intervened well there. Pass somewhat off target. He is just caressing the ball. And Messi!
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
The keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's there to clear it. Best plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's good vision. This looks promising. Foot in. And there's the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the shot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the...
He's tried one! Off the bar! That's really well cleared. Kimmich. Carvajal. And it's Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. Best! Just off target.
Best certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, super ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Picked out, decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicely aimed pass.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he shoots! They've scored! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Motherwell take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Corner count is rising, that's 6. Vieira! Denied by an instinctive save.
Vieira is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Olise, and he's managed to get free. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Great ball, and he's in here. Out to the right.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out.
And the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Rooney! Sticks it away! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Engages and forces him off the ball. Kimmich. And he was quick to react. Now it's Messi. That looks a cracking ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, well played. Can he spark a counter here? Best. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Elise. Costa Curta produces the perfect tackle there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rui Costa. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi. Has a shot! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Carvajal. Now it's Rooney. Thuram spots it and intercepts. The final 5 minutes. And here's Messi. That's good running with the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's...
And there's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Threads one in. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, good-looking ball. Deep into stoppage time. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Cantona. Kimmich. Nicely spread. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substitutions taking place.
Vieira, the man that is tenacity personified. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is as far as it goes. Motherwell pulled through, sometimes by hook, sometimes... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game
Hello,
yet to kick
everybody,
off.
and welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way...
Shot at goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. David Villa is onto this. And De Bruyne! De Bruyne! That's tremendous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then.
Chance! Beautiful! Just beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Motherwell grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's skewed away. No, it's come to nothing. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now they can break here. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. And the shot! He's scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Motherwell are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Motherwell go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely
Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now there's a fine ball. It's Rui Costa. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Messi. And there's the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rijkaard. Motherwell looking to pass their way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Forlan. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Forlan! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Villa. David Villa touches it back. Zola. Baresi makes the interception. That's good running with the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Look at the space here. Rui Costa. Ibrahimovic. Zola. And he was quick to react. Now it's Villa. Oh, that's a key interception. Seedorf. Seedorf. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And he hits the net. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Motherwell finding their passes. That's headed upfield. That has been cut short. That's an imaginative pass. Now this could be a chance. And it's Grealish. Seedorf. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, Red, nice interception.
2 added minutes has been
De Bruyne.
indicated.
Now, can they get him away? De Bruyne. And this is Forlan. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fun. And there is the half-time whistle. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Motherwell do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Grealish. He shifted it to the flank. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Seedorf. Rijkaard. And here's Zola. Tries to play it through. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely aimed pass. And that was very necessary. And smartly reclaimed. Costa Curta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. De Bruyne. No way through. Rui Costa. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Rijkaard. Zola being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. Looking for a runner. And he's there to retrieve it. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, sweet feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Grealish. Tonali. And it's Zanetti. And here's Grealish. He's got away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep full.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Tries a shot! And it's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Is number
Motherwell
20,
take a 2-goal
substitution.
lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And he's managed to get free. Fernando Torres moved on forwards. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Torres. Motherwell perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Kukçu gets into some space. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Torres. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he cuts out the supply. Foot in. Oh, good-looking ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's beautifully weighted. Chance for a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Motherwell have their second corner now. Right card! Oh, should have put that away. Rui Costa. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well timed, excellent interception. Kukçu. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rui Costa. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Torres. Showing good feet.
1 minute added time.
And this is Torres. Oh, and he shoots! That's a sharp pass. And that will be the final act. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Looking to play him in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Edmilson. Vieira. Ronaldo chasing after it. Puyol. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Nedved will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
And here's Messi. Oh, that's well done, really robust. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And a real chance to break the deadlock. And it's Messi. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Spread out to the left, looking to go... Oh, smashing header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Costa Curta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Pedri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pirlo. That's Nedved.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nice looking ball. That's the keeper's ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedri. Edmilson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vieira. Bellingham is the team's great visionary. And here's Suarez. And a chance! It's there! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a real chance! Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Thuram calmly anticipates.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. 30 minutes gone. He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Motherwell have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's been shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That could spell trouble. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pedri. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nedved. Nice sequence of passes, this. Pedri.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Thuram. Nedved is onto it in a flash. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Nicely weighted ball. He's found the way. He's having a go. Oh, he's hit the bar. Now it's Messi. And he's had a hit. That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar. Bellingham. Now it's Pele. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's worked it through. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please turn towards the screen.
Motherwell are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And that's the second half started.
Motherwell have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And it's Nedved. Triol. Tries to play it through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. Look at the space here. Nedved. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read. Bellingham. Pele, always looking for that half a chance. Pele. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's just beyond his reach. Vieira. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And this is Ronaldo. He's away. Shot at goal. Oh, taken with style. Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Vieira. No luck with that dink over the top. Vieira is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez, and he's found a way past. There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now who's going to be first to this? Shot could be on, and it's Pedri.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Oh no, what has happened here? Ferdinand gets good distance on it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well read, nice interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 6, George Best. Substitution.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard. Rooney. And it's Rooney. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's on his way! They want to be quick to recover this. Motherwell close now to seeing this one through to the end. And reclaimed it in a trice. Motherwell looking to pass their way through. Iniesta. Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. The final seconds now.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Edmilson has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
You just can't argue with...
And that will be it. Motherwell can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
O'Shea. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Zola. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. And that has left him in a heap. Motherwell looking to pass their way through. Ambrosini. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Bullet. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He won't be happy with that one. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ibrahimovic might just make this. Well, that's well seen too. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Baresi. Germany upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Pirlo. Can he spark a counter here? But he's forced to go back. Could be danger here. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, look. Goes for a shot. Goal, Germany! And Germany are in front. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Germany have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them...
Can he finish? And he's following up. No, poor contact. Nothing on the shot.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end. Motherwell really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Thuram. Messi. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's an excellent interception. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ambrosini. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's good vision. Cruyff! It's a good run, that. Great timing. Rijkaard. Zola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hullet. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And this is Mohamed Salah. Messi could move up a gear here. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ah, he's given it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And this is Cruyff. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. Zola. Baresi spots it and intercepts. O'Shea. That's Thuram. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Searching pass he's played there. Messi. That's a sharp pass. Ambrosini. And it's Messi. Germany finding their passes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Motherwell are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Now who's going to be first to this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ambrosini. It's Roberto Carlos. Decent progress down the left. And this is Cruyff. Oh, smashing header! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Germany are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Messi. Now it's Messi. O'Shea kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi. Pirlo. And he's got the... It's Pirlo! It's hit the uprights.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Back to the keeper. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Boucher. And it's Messi. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Now it's Messi. And this is Zola. And he's picked out the run. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Aimed beyond the defence. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Zola. He's away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Motherwell clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos engages and forces him off the ball. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Zola has got himself a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Messi. Pirlo. He's a sharp little ball here. He's through here.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And time is up. Motherwell were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning.